Hello and welcome to RoboMonk Art and Tarot. I am RoboMonk. Today we are seeing a blessing that Spirit does not want you to miss. It's very important that you keep your eyes and ears open, keep your third eye open to where this blessing is coming from, and make sure that you open up your heart, open up your soul to receive it. So it's something that could be hidden. It's something that you could miss. But we're going to find out what it is today so you can get the heads up on it. Also, I do have a bonus for my subscribers of what should you focus on to grow personally. What should you focus on next? So we are going to look into that together. That is for my subscribers, so that's something that I keep just for them. If you want to be included, hit subscribe. It's that easy, and it's just my way to say thank you to you for subscribing. Okay, so thank you all for being here. I truly appreciate it. You are what makes this channel amazing. So we are having a pick a card today, as usual, and we have 3 different piles. We have the stones to choose from, we have the images to choose from, and we have the destiny or life path numbers, however you want to call that, to choose from. So all of those different options, if you look at the thumbnail, you can see the options to choose from, and I will also call out the stones, what they are, so you can choose from that. Once you have chosen a pile, go down to the description and there will be timestamps down there that you can click on. It'll take you right to the spot you need to go to, or you can watch 2 or 3 of the piles if they call to you. There's really no rules to it. Just go for it. All right. Thanks again for being here. Let's see what the stones are today. In pile 1, we have malachite. In pile 2, we have blue lace agate. In pile 3, we have onyx. So go ahead and choose which pile resonates with you, and I'll see you in that pile. Hello, pile 1. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today, we are seeing how you don't want to miss an important blessing coming in from Spirit. And we have the bonus for subscribers of what lessons should you focus on for personal growth. It's a great way for me to say thank you to my subscribers. So if you want to be included in that, just hit subscribe and thank you. All right. So as you can see here, we have several different cards. They're in an arrangement that I created. It's a spread that is going to help me interpret what the blessing is and how it's going to affect you and what it might be that's causing you to miss this blessing, so you can look out for it. I channel drawings from Spirit. I draw them out for you, and then sometimes Spirit gives me different words or messages, and I type those down below, and then we interpret it all together. So let's get started. The first image that I see is a massive forest. It extends beyond my sight, and there is a huge fire erupting in this forest, and it's burning most of it down. It's a forest fire. This forest is very old. It's something that is or has been established in your life for a long time, maybe even before you were here on this 3D earth plane. And it's going away. There's something old, something that has been with you for a long time, and it's being burned away in this forest fire. So this means that there's something in your life that is going to be exiting your life. This can be a trying time, and this is where you are now. So if this resonates, let's continue forward. It can be a very trying time. It can be a very emotional time. But Spirit is coming in and being with you during this emotional time. But there's also a blessing heading your way. And Spirit wants you to know how to receive this blessing because it's very important to you at this time. How this blessing will come into your life. This blessing is going to emerge from the mud, just like a lotus flower grows from the mud. This blessing is going to come out of the dirt, the muck, and come into your life. So if you are feeling like life is messy right now, life doesn't make sense right now, there's a lot going on, there may be a lot of pain in your life right now, know that there is a blessing coming out of this. Know that Spirit is with you. And I'm sending you love and light and healing right now. And you will emerge from the mud like a lotus flower. This will be a pure blessing. This will be a blessing that will change you for the better. And it will help you during this time. We're going to see exactly what this might pertain to here in this 3D Earth realm later on, as in what this blessing might be. So, how can you miss this blessing? How can you overlook this blessing? Spirit wants you to know how you might miss it. So let's see. The next image I see is you sitting down and looking at the burnt forest. It's all gone now, and you have a lot of emotion about that. It's something that struck you very deeply, something that you haven't gotten over, or are trying to get over, and are having a hard time doing that. And there's rain falling, cooling off the fire. The fire has gone away, but the burnt ashes remain of the forest. The rain is creating a river that is trickling down beyond you as you sit looking at the ashes of this forest. You are unaware of this river that's being formed around you. But out of this river is this lotus flower born. There's going to be mud created from this river, and that is the perfect place for this lotus flower to bloom. But as you can see in this picture, you are unaware of this because you are holding emotions about this burnt forest. Spirit says you may miss the blessing because you are mourning or dwelling on the loss of this old past. So, there's a time for mourning, there's a time for moving on. You will know if this resonates with you. You will know when it's time to move on. But there's a point where you have to turn around and look where you are, because you are still here on this 3D Earth plane for a very, very good reason. And see what else is around you. See if there's anything else for you to do here. This is when you see the blessing. When you are able to turn around, and it's not even that you have to forget that old forest. That old forest could be a person in your life that just passed on. It could be a situation in your life that was really meaningful for you, but now you have to move on. It could be a place in this 3D Earth realm that where you felt home, and you have to move from that. All of these different situations could be what that forest represents. And moving on from that is very emotional for you. But there will be a time where you have to turn around, and that's where this blessing is presented to you. If you are watchful, if you are knowing that it is there. This top card here is a little bit more about how this blessing is going to affect you. There is a buoy in the sea, the ocean. The ocean is representative of all of these emotions that are going on, and you may feel a little lost. Spirit is there putting signs and symbols in front of you to help guide you along, to get you on the path that you're supposed to walk when you are actually finding this blessing and beyond. So this buoy is a light in the water of emotion, and it's going to help you find a truth to hold on to. This forest, it was time for it to go, but you can get something out of it. You can find a truth that is so dear to you that it becomes sacred. It's a sacred truth to you. Spirit will guide you towards this, just like this buoy in this vast ocean. It will keep you safe. It will keep you guided. And as long as you are looking out for this blessing, you're going to come out okay. So as you go along this path, this truth, now that has become sacred to you, will highlight a hidden path that you can choose to walk down. Before, you didn't have this truth. It was not known to you. After this forest went away, then you are holding this truth inside of you. You're holding it dear. And now it's reflecting upon your view of the world. You see the world differently. Spirit knows this. Spirit knows that there is a choice for you to make in the path that you walk. There is going to be a path that is along your sacred truth that is revealed to you. Before, you would not have taken it. It would have no interest to you, but now it will. It will have great importance and interest to you, should you choose to walk down that path. I see this picture of you holding up your truth, and it's shining in the darkness, and there's a path that's leading under this old tree that used to be the forest, and you can go into that path, and it really makes a difference in your life for the better. And you holding on to this truth makes your life better. This was really interesting, pile one. This next image, we have you standing in the middle of this image, but there are flat images of a forest around you. And it's fake, it's prop scenery. It's something that is painted on wood. And before this forest went away, you may not have known there was some things that were around you that were fake, right? There were some things that were going on that you were unaware of, that didn't hold truth to them. And now, with this truth inside of you, you can look around and you can see with crystal clarity what is true and what is not. And that's because this blessing is coming into your life, giving you this truth. This forest had to go away, unfortunately, but in its leaving, it gives you this sacred truth. It gives you this blessing. It gives you this hidden path. You are now able to see clearly which path to take and what is fake around you. And when I say fake, it means that it does not resonate with you. It does not benefit you or others around you. It does not make this 3D earth plane a better place to live. So that is fake because it appears like it is, but it is not. And you can get that out of your way and you can move on. So what could spark all of this? I've mentioned a few things. This fire in this forest what could actually be the catalyst to this? 3 things came to mind along with what I've already said. I saw a picture of a mouth in an angered way. It was more like a shouting mouth. There could be a word or words that cut you deep. And this has sparked a forest fire. Maybe a friendship has ended, a relationship has ended, and you have to move on from that. A truth revealed that tarnishes the past. I got a picture of a treasure chest, and it is now open. That truth is revealed, and something about your past has been tarnished. It has been made to really appear like it is not pleasant anymore. It has shed the truth on the past, and now you understand it clearly. And there's something that just does not resonate with you anymore, and you have to get rid of it. Something else, I see a spilled glass of water, an accident that ruins something. So this could be an accident that happens and it has ruined something of this 3D earth plane. All of these take time to process. That's why Spirit is there guiding you through those waters. Spirit is tapping you on the shoulder saying, hey, take your time for mourning, but then turn around. Turn around and see what is here for you. There is a blessing here for you. There is something that is going to help you. So for all of these, there's a healing that's going to rise out of the mud and make you feel pure again, and this gift of the sacred truth to you. You are going to learn, and it will totally change your perspective on life and help you move forward. All of these incidents of this burning forest fire lead to a blessing to you and abundance to you. This is a journey. This is a process, but know that it ends well. Know that you are blessed, and know that Spirit is with you throughout all of this. Pile 1, I hope this brings you clarity. I hope this brings you healing. I hope this brings you peace. I want to thank you for being here with me today. I want to thank Spirit for being here with us today. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Pile 2. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today, Spirit doesn't want you to miss an important blessing. It's very important that you know what this blessing is, what this blessing means to you, and where it's going to appear so you don't miss it. We're going to find all of that out today for you. And there's a bonus for my subscribers. What lessons should you focus on for personal growth? This is something that is important to us all, and it's a great way for me to say thank you to my subscribers. So that will be at the end of this video. If you want to check it out, hit subscribe, and thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we see several cards here in front of us. It's a spread that I created in order to help us reveal this blessing that's coming towards you. And I receive images from Spirit. I draw them out for us. Then I also receive words from Spirit, and I type those down below the cards, and then we interpret them all together. So let's get started. This first image I received was very daunting. It was something that seemed very formal. It was something that was quite apprehensive for me just looking at it. It's a doorway with a candle on either side. The doorway leads to darkness, and then there's a symbol on the floor. And this symbol is going to mean different things to different people, and I would love to know your interpretation on it. To me, this seems like a maze leading to a gateway. It's uncoiling. You are on your journey trying to find your way, and you have arrived at this rite of passage. This seems like a ritual with both candles on either side here and this doorway that you have to step through. It's not darkness as in evil, it's the unknown, okay? It's this darkness that is the unknown. And that can lead to you feeling apprehensive, right? Maybe a little afraid, not sure what's going to happen once you step through this door. And this may be where you're at right now. You may be at a rite of passage in your life. You may be winding through that maze, feeling a little lost. And then all of a sudden you arrive at this gateway. And it's the beginning of something very important to you. And that's where you are. So if this resonates with you, let's keep going. The next image that I get is very adorable. It's of a mother duck leading ducklings in the water. And this mother duck has a string that it's gripped in its beak, and it's towing these little ducks along. And this blessing coming in is a blessing of guidance to you. Because remember, you are stepping into the unknown. And this mother duck is spirit, okay? Spirit coming in and guiding you. And there's also a person that could be a really good person that can come in and also guide you as well. So it really depends on who you are as you view this, whether this is spirit guiding you or this is an actual person here on this 3D earth plane. But there is a guide. And spirit is saying a being will show you the way through the darkness, the way through the unknown. So this blessing is going to lead you through this rite of passage, through this ritual, through this maze, out to the other side. So there's a lot of hope and not a lot of worry to think about at this point, because this is a wonderful blessing. But Spirit doesn't want you to miss this blessing. How could you miss this blessing? You could not know the right person. You could not communicate with Spirit, right? And there's an actual image of saying how you could miss this blessing as well. And this may really resonate with you. I see a dog with the little pointy ears, that kind of breed. And it's blindfolded. Now here on this channel, the dog to me means loyalty. And it's blindfolded. So there's a blind loyalty to someone that may lead you astray. They may not even mean to lead you astray, but they will. So check who is leading you right now into this unknown. It is very important because they have to know what they're talking about. They have to have experience in where you're going. They have to know what's on the other side, and they have to know the options, okay? A good example that came to me. You're climbing Mount Everest with your friend, and then you have a guide, a Sherpa, right? That is climbing with you. Your best friend says to go right, and the Sherpa says to go left. Well, your best friend sees that this path looks a lot easier, and you trust your best friend, but the Sherpa has already been through this path several times and says to go left. So who do you choose? This is where blind loyalty comes in. If you are blindly loyal to your best friend, saying, I love this person and I would never betray them, and This is a symbol of my friendship, so I'm going to go on the right path that looks easier. They would love you for that at that moment, but you would get in trouble, right? Because the path leads to a cliff. It's a dead end. You can't go that way, and you'd be trapped. If you follow the Sherpa, your friend may come along and they may say, wow, why didn't you choose my path? But the Sherpa knows the way, and you will get there safely along with your best friend, and then you can all celebrate at the end when you climb Mount Everest. All right? I hope that gives a good example of what I'm saying here. With that blind loyalty, just make sure the person actually knows what they're talking about. And even if they have good intention, just know your facts before you follow them into this unknown. There is a little bit of caution from Spirit here. I see you walking along in the unknown. Spirit is with you. You are not alone, but there are hands that are all around you, and they are holding up and defending you as you walk along. They're saying, stop, 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 stop. And it's not for you to stop. It's for everything else around you to stop. Spirit is saying to protect your energy as you go through this and focus on the rite of passage ahead. There's not a lot that's more important right now than this rite of passage. And that can be easily confused as you're going through it, saying, well, I wonder what my friends are doing, or I wonder if my family needs me, or is there something else that I should be doing? Spirit's saying, no, this is exactly where you need to be. This is exactly how you need to do this. You're doing a good job, but keep going. Don't get distracted. Good message, Spirit. Thank you. How this is affecting you as you receive this blessing, this is part of your soul contract. This is why it's so important that you stick with this rite of passage. And Spirit is saying that you are very fortunate. You are aware of the trial and the path that you have to walk, which is very true, because sometimes we have our soul contract and there are little things that pop up and we are not aware of it. Sometimes you go through the day and you say, wow, where did that come from? I didn't expect that. How do I react? Well, in this case, you have time to prepare. You know that the rite of passage is coming up, and you are preparing, and you are walking through with Spirit, and you're going to get a guide that's going to guide you. So that's wonderful, but you get a heads up on the trial. It's like knowing that there's going to be a test next week so you can study for it, right? So that's a wonderful, wonderful blessing as well. How does this affect your life moving forward? It's going to keep you on your soul path, and it's going to make it easier to achieve your goals in the long run. So you completing this rite of passage now, not getting distracted right now, is going to actually help you achieve your goals. So I see you holding up a compass, one that tells direction. And there's a path to the right that leads to the mountains, and an easier path that leads towards the sun, towards the light. You know which way to go. You can take the easier path now, not like in my example. You can take the easier path now because you have the knowledge and the wisdom that you have gained through this rite of passage to know the difference. So you had a good guide. You didn't blindly follow anybody. You kept going with your guide that knew what they were doing, came out the other side. You are much more educated. You are much more wise than you were before. You have completed that part of your soul contract, and you're moving forward, and it's just going to be a lot easier for you after this. So what are some examples of this rite of passage? Some great 3D earth plane examples. Formal training or education. I saw a pencil writing down on a piece of paper. So any kind of education or training program that you're going through, this is going to be something that is a rite of passage. You have to stay focused in order to complete it. Don't stop. If it's resonating with you, just keep going. There is a picture of an airplane, and some of you may be traveling abroad for a long, extended period of time, maybe for school abroad, maybe for a job abroad, or a project abroad. There's some prolonged stay away from home. It's not necessarily that you're moving, but you have to go somewhere and stay there for a while, and then you can come back home. That's always very nerve-wracking. It can be wonderful the first few weeks, but then you get homesick and you want to go back home. That's a rite of passage. You can get through it, you can keep going. A leadership role. If you are taking on a leadership role in a group that you belong to, or maybe at your job, there's something that's very important about this role that you are going to need to take this rite of passage, learn to be a leader, learn all of the different struggles, but it's going to help you so much in the long run, so stick with it. Another one is a new exercise routine, and you are starting out, and this is definitely a rite of passage. It's very difficult because it's a lifelong process. You're starting out, Spirit is encouraging you, and Spirit wants you to keep going. Keep going in a safe way, but keep going. And so this rite of passage, coming out the other side and making this a habit, a routine, will help you so much in the long run as well. So I hope that this pile 2 really brings you some clarity. I hope this helps you along the way and kind of says, hey, heads up, there's a trial coming up, get ready for it, but you will be ready. All right. Thank you, Pile 2, for being here with me today. I truly always appreciate it. And thank you, Spirit, for being here with us today as well. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Pile 3. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today, we are seeing how Spirit does not want you to miss an important blessing. You can't miss it. So we're going to find out what it is and maybe how you might miss it so you can avoid that action and actually see this blessing, welcome it into your life, and be amazing afterwards. And as a bonus to my subscribers, I have what lessons should you focus on for personal growth. This is always important to all of us, especially here on this channel. I know we are all strong people and we all want to be better. So this is a way to say thank you to my subscribers and a way to see how you can personally grow from where you're at right now. As you can see, we have several different cards here in front of us. This is a spread that I created to highlight the blessing, to see how it might be missed, and then what it is, and then how it's going to affect you as well. So we'll get into that in a minute. I do channel drawings from Spirit. I draw them out, put them on the cards, and then Spirit gives me some words or phrases that I type down below, and then we interpret it all together. So let's get started. So card 1, I see a beautiful butterfly, and the message is very simple. You have transformed. You have already transformed. Welcome to your new chapter, Spirit is saying. So you have gone through your last cycle. You have gone through your death and rebirth. You have transformed. You are here. You are ready. All right, so welcome to your new chapter. I'm excited for you, Pile 3. What a start. This is usually the ending of a reading, but this is the start of the reading, so this is very interesting. I like it already. Let's see what the blessing is coming in for you. I see the same butterfly, and it is feeding on nectar. Butterflies love nectar. It's something that typically comes from plants, flowers, tree sap, that kind of thing. But there's a food to it. There's a sustenance, a nourishment to it. It's something that you absolutely have to have if you have just transformed. It's this soul food. Food for your soul to grow and thrive. So the fact that you have just transformed, that's only the beginning. Now you have to fly towards your goal. And with that, Spirit is providing you that must-have food and nourishment. So thank you, Spirit, for that. This is the blessing that's coming in, but you may miss it. So let's see how you might miss it. So as I said before, this nectar that you absolutely need is found in flowers. And I see you as a butterfly who is just transformed, and you're flying towards your goal. You're feeling great, but you're flying past all of the flowers that could give you this food, this nectar, right? And you're just going for it. You're going towards that goal no matter what. Nothing is stopping you. Nothing's going to get in your way. You are on cloud 9 and you are just going for it. And that is actually how you're going to miss the blessing, Spirit is saying. Because Spirit wants you to stop every now and then. You have to pause every now and then. Spirit is saying you can miss this blessing by trying to keep flying towards your goal without resting. Okay? I know you're excited. Spirit knows you're excited. We all have felt that way, where we just want to get this thing done. Let's go. Let's go. But you have to hold back a little bit and regroup every now and then. This top card is another little bit of advice. It shows you meditating and connecting with Spirit. Now, Spirit is the one that's giving you this sustenance, this nourishment for your soul, for your 3D earth body. And it is so necessary, just like the butterfly to the flower, that you connect with Spirit. So necessary, because this will give you this literal soul food to connect with. So Spirit says periodic rest, grounding, right? You have this air quality about you with this butterfly. So you are truthful. You know your truth. You're going for it. You have this goal in mind. You are going for it. That's wonderful. But you also have to have this earth energy of grounding. You have to touch down to this flower to get this earth nectar. You have to connect with Spirit to get this soul food, this soul nectar. And talk with Spirit is necessary. So just remember that, and you will receive this blessing. I love this next image that I received. And I think we've received it one other time. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe one of you can tell me. But it's of a butterfly resting on a massive sword. Now, this sword energy is air energy, right? It's one and the same. And you, as the butterfly, are resting on this giant sword. And a butterfly in and of itself is a very fragile creature. It's one that doesn't have a lot of defenses. It can fly away when it can, but it's not that quick. So there's a lot of things that can actually be predators to this butterfly. You are a fragile creature, especially just having transformed. But Spirit is showing, after you receive this blessing, after you continually receive this nectar from Spirit, this wisdom, this truth, this defense, you gain it all. You are able to wield this sword, even just being this tiny butterfly. You cut the cords and energies of that which do not keep you flying towards your goal. And it is so imperative, it is so important that you connect with Spirit to gain this strength, this wisdom, truth, and this defense. That's an amazing image. I love that one. Thank you, Spirit. So as you gain this wisdom, this truth, this defense, you're establishing contact with Spirit. You're grounding yourself. You're getting some reflection going on, maybe journaling. Maybe you're thinking about thoughts throughout the day, what has happened each day, and you are reflecting what you could do better, what could be worse, and giving thanks to Spirit for things that went right, learning from things that went wrong, moving on towards your goal. I see in this next image the nectar drop, and then on the other side is a skull. Now the skull in this instance means harm. The nectar drop means good, benefits, things that will keep you alive. You will be able to know what is nectar and what would harm you after you are receiving this connection with Spirit. Because remember, you just transformed. You're in this new chapter. You may not have a lot of wisdom about what's happening right now. You may be in a new point in your life. There may be a lot of things that are new around you, and you don't have that wisdom yet. But Spirit's going to help you. Spirit's going to give you that soul food to keep going and do it the right way. So what are some 3D Earth examples of what this could be like, right? How or when this would be very helpful for you. Some examples, and this doesn't mean that this is all of the reasons or examples. You may be in a new relationship or trying to date. Okay, so this may be very new for you, a new relationship, and you aren't sure what's good, what may harm you, all of that. Keeping a connection with Spirit, keeping grounded and reflecting on what's happening each day is really going to help you in that situation. Also, if you have a new job, you're going into work, everything seems kind of new. Maybe it's a totally new job, totally new field for you. You know you can do the work, but you haven't had a lot of actual experience yet. This is something that will help you as well. Spirit is right there with you. I see a picture of a house as well. If you're changing residence, if you are moving somewhere to a different place that you've never been before, know that Spirit is with you. Spirit is going to give you some signs and wisdom to know who to contact, who would help you and who would harm you, right? So give that good old-fashioned gut check of, does this person resonate with me? Does this place resonate with me? Is there something that I can vibrate with to uplift the energies of myself and my surroundings as I move into this new space? Also, as you start a new hobby, when you are starting something new, as with all of these examples, there's an initial excitement. There's something that's like an adrenaline rush, where everything's wonderful, everything's great, and then all of a sudden things start to pop up. Oh, well, that's not the best, or this could be a problem, or I wish this was this way. Okay, so you start to try and analyze, and Spirit is going to give you that wisdom and truth of knowing what's going to help you, all right, and what is going to harm you, and also give you that nourishment to keep going if it's actually beneficial to you. Because in all of these situations, you may want to give up, and if it's beneficial to you, you will know, because Spirit will keep you going in that direction, keep you in that new relationship, keep you in that new job, keep you at that new place, or keep going on that new hobby, right? With renewed interest, with renewed vigor. So that's only some examples, but I wanted to give you a few so that you could see if that resonated with you. All right, pile 3. I hope this brings you clarity. I hope this resonates with you. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for being here with me. I truly appreciate your presence. And thank you, Spirit, for being here with us today as well. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time. Hello everyone, here we are at the subscriber bonus. Today we are looking at what lessons you should focus on for personal growth, and more importantly, what should you focus on next, right? So you may have some goals that you're working on right now. Maybe what is coming up next will actually feed into those personal goals that are happening right now. And Spirit is going to help guide us to that next focal point for you. And I'm getting this beautiful pattern here to shuffle these cards for us today. I love it. I hope everyone is doing well today. And if you are, then I want to send vibes to keep on keeping on, keep on going with that good vibe. And if you are not, I'm sending love and light your way and a little bit of healing for you today. If you need to hear that, know that I'm sending that to you, because we all have ups and downs. If you're down, there's going to be an up coming. It's going to be all right. And if you're up, don't think about the downs. Just think about the ups, right? Whenever I think about that, I always know it's a double-edged sword to say that, right? When you're up, just think about the up. Don't think about coming down again. We all know there's cycles to the rhythm of life, and when you're feeling good, you don't want to think about that downward cycle, right? You just want to keep going with that good feeling. And sometimes that good feeling can last a long time, and that's awesome. And sometimes you have cycles within cycles, right? Cycles within your life. So some aspects of your life may be doing just great, right? Like maybe you love your job, or you have some good support system, and other parts of your life aren't doing so well, so they all just kind of balance out. Life's complicated that way. Life is complicated that way. All right, that's considered shuffled there for that. And then I have these amazing other cards here for you today, and I love the artwork on them. They're simple but really cute, and they have some hidden messages for us today on what to focus on. They're really good at channeling those different messages. I'm going to move this over here. So we're going to see what message is best for you today. And then I'm trying to get from Spirit how many piles we should have here. And I haven't gotten that number yet. All right. Let's put these all here. And if these come out upside down, I'm going to flip them because they aren't really meant to be in reverse. So we will do that. All right. So we have this. All right, Spirit, how many piles should we have today? All right, I'm getting 4 piles. 4 piles for us, and it's going to be 1 card each. And Spirit is saying cut the deck to do it, okay? So there's 1. So we get the main theme here, and then we're going to cut the deck again. We'll get the main theme of the pile which is kind of a little different. There's no way to hide these. There's no way to hide these of what they are. But they have messages on the back that we'll talk about. Okay. Oh, perfect. All right. These look like great messages. I love this deck. All right. But this one, you can hide it, so I'm going to actually spread it out a little bit and draw that way. Draw where it divided. They're really stubborn today. Okay. But yeah, personal growth, it's something that I know on this channel we are all about. We all strive for personal growth. Everyone on this channel is amazing at that. That the fact that you want to be better than who you are, you accept who you are right now, but you want to be better and always striving to be better, right? And it's not that you're not happy with who you are right now. You respect who you are right now, but you want to continue on evolving, right? Just as Spirit is intending. And, you know, that is something that is just absolutely amazing. I can sense this from the people from this channel, right? I think we're all in that same boat. We all want to continue to grow. We all want to continue to be connected with Spirit and notice Spirit in different ways just throughout every day and just really cherish that connection. So here we have our 4 piles. We are ready to start the reading. So let's see what it is for each one of these sections. These may all flow together. We're going to find out, but you can take them also as each section if you want to. So the first one says, why is it taking me so long? Let's see what this says underneath here. The only reason you have not already received what you desire is because you are holding yourself in a vibrational pattern that does not match the vibration of your desire. Okay. All right. Now let's see what the undertone is here. The undertone here is the orphan. With the orphan and this card here, there is a deep desire in you, a deep desire to be connected with those that belong in your soul tribe, connected with other souls that are vibrating like you, and other 3D earth realm experiences that vibrate with you. You may feel unconnected right now from all of this, from everything around you. You may feel a little isolated, like this orphan here. But hope is not lost, and far from it, actually. This is a time to see what vibration you are giving off, what vibration you want to give off, meaning your energy, right? What energy are you allowing out into the world? What energy are you keeping locked inside of you? It has to flow. It has to flow, because if you're keeping all of that energy up inside of you, right, then it cannot flow out into the world. If you're not accepting any energy from the world into you, it cannot flow through you. So there seems to be some kind of disconnect between you and things around you. Now also, there may be things that you are trying to connect with, but cannot. So that's also an energy match there too. make sure you want to match those energies, okay? Make sure that it is something that really lightens your soul, that really makes sure that you are going down a good path when you match those vibrations. This channel, everyone that is in this channel is a strong person. I can really sense that, truly. If you are feeling cut off from this world around you, you are strong, and you may have been able to hold up for a while now, but there are other energies out there that you need to flow your energy with. And you may need to open up your mind about what those energies are. Because some of us here connect with plants, living things growing up from the ground. Some of us connect with animals. Some of us connect with humans, other souls that are in this human experience. Others of us connect with celestial beings. So there's so many things that you can, and beings and creatures, living organisms that you can connect with. And maybe you can start there. Think of a way to connect with something that is good, that helps you, that helps others around you, and start there. Because if there's a complete blockage, if there's something that is not flowing out of you, it does harm to you as your soul, but also as your physical body. Something to think about. So your definite way of growing through here is establishing a connection that you feel good about. However small, however which way you do it, but start that energy flow again, right? Start it flowing because it's meant to flow. All right, let's see what else is here. Every subject is two subjects, wanted and not wanted. Let's see what this means. It has a picture of a boy on top of a whale. I'm not sure if that's a Bible reference or just a boy on top of a whale. We'll find out here. Let's see. Every subject is really two subjects. There is that which you desire and the lack of it. Often, even when you believe you are thinking about something that you desire, you're actually thinking about the exact opposite of what you desire. All right. Let's see the undertone of this. The mentor. The mentor with the owl flying through the cosmos. With the owl flying through the cosmos, this really symbolizes the knowledge, the divine knowledge that is coming down into you. Whether you are able to receive it or not at this point in time is up to you. But you are ready for it. You are ready. They say when the student is ready, then the master appears, right? The mentor appears. So this signals to me that you are definitely ready for your next path, your next lesson, your next triumph. You may be thinking of something that you desire, something that you want to manifest into your 3D earth realm, into your soul, into your circle of trust. That's probably a better way to say that we would understand. And this is saying that if you are trying to manifest something, and it's not really coming in, you may be thinking of the lack of it. A good example of this is, I don't have money, I don't have money, I don't have money, I need money, I need money, I don't have money, right? The fact that I said I don't have money 3 times and I need money twice means that you're really focusing on the lack rather than the gain. This is just a simple example, but it's something that is very powerful when you're talking about projecting energies out into the world. So something that is a connection here is really be mindful of the energies, again, that you are projecting out into the world. And if it's unclear in your mind, either meditate on this to spirit, or look for signs, or look for someone that can help clear up that desire, that which you want to manifest into your life, and really get specific about it. Really know the steps that you have to take in order to manifest that into your life. Because you could say, I don't have money, I want money. Or you could say, I want this job on 5th Street and it's going to be from these hours to this hour, and it's going to pay this much, and I have to contact this person. I need this person's phone number or email or whatever. See how specific that is? Now you're talking. Now you can easily manifest that into your life rather than just saying the broad, I need money. Okay? That's the example that's coming across for this. I think it's a great lesson for all of us to think about. When we are trying to manifest something, check what you're trying to manifest. Check what you're really concentrating on. Are you concentrating on the lack thereof, or are you concentrating on the gain? Because if you concentrate on the gain, then more will flow. It's all about the flow. If you concentrate on the lack, not having it, then you are going to stop that flow. Okay? Great lesson. Okay. This all reminds me of philosophy class. This is really cool. Very deep, but very cool. All right. The next pile. But whose truth, quote unquote, is the true truth? Okay. So is truth relative? We don't know. Let's find out. With enough attention to anything, the essence of what you have been giving thought to will eventually become a physical manifestation. And then, as others give attention to it, they help expand it. In time, this manifestation, whether wanted or not, is called truth. Deliberate creation is about deliberately choosing those experiences you make your truths. Okay. Finding your truth. Wow, that's powerful. Finding your truth here in this 3D earth realm, finding your soul truth, finding what's true in your heart and why. We are all given different perspectives for very good reasons. The fact that when we come together and we can't agree on things because we're coming at it from different perspectives is actually healthy. And then we come together and we talk about things and we come to an agreement on a good solution, right? Because that involves different perspectives. If you are living life in your truth, then you are fully in alignment with spirit. You're fully in alignment with your soul contracts. You're fully in alignment with your soul path. And you know it. You can feel this inner peace inside of you. And that is something that we all strive for. You know, we can lose it some days, we can gain it back some days. It just is all about striking that balance. That's why we're trying to find that balance, to be in alignment so we can live our truth. And the truth that you live as you experience more will change, okay? The fact that it is called your truth, right? And you project it out into the world, other people will give their perspectives on it. Other people will lend their truth to it. And then you can put it back and say, okay, well, this is my truth now, right? I have learned more. I have experienced more. It's not that your truth is false from where you were before. It's that you have expanded your mind and you know more now, so you can live your truth at that point. It seems like this, our experience here in this 3D earth realm, is to really think about and experience what your truth is now. All right, let's see what the undertone is for this one. The hunter. With the hunter, it's a focused clarity. You start to realize the rhythms of life, and you start to see different truths, okay, that you are taking into your own truth, that are patterns that come up time and time again. Sometimes the players in those different dramas are different, the names are different, but the results are the same. History is a great example of that. Things that rise and fall for the same reasons, okay? And with this hunter aspect to this truth, you will be able to have that clarity of truth for you, be in alignment with spirit, and really walk your path well, and really get results. That's wonderful for you here with this pile. And it's something to aspire to, because like I said before, we have days where we aren't feeling this clarity, okay? That's just part of being down here. But if we can get back into that alignment, that is our true goal, right? Just like this hunter is going out and trying to find food, right? Trying to survive. That's our mission here. Goal-oriented, living our truth, just like the arrow that flies. All right. Very good. And our last one here, we say, first I reach for joy and all else follows. Okay. Once you consciously identify your current state of emotion, it becomes easier for you to understand whether you are choosing thoughts that move you closer to your desired destination or farther from your desired destination. If you will make the improved feeling or emotion your real destination, then anything and everything that you want will quickly follow. All right. This is deep as well. I'm going to go for the undertone and then I'll talk about it. Thanatos. Of course it's Thanatos. With these two together, Thanatos is about rebirth. It's about death and rebirth, but also this constant flow of death and life, right? So here's life, here's death, and it goes like this. It's almost like riding on the cusp of a wave, and you're surfing on that cusp, and then it crashes, right? It eventually crashes just how it's supposed to be. With this, you're reaching for not necessarily a specific goal here, all right? Like with the hunter here in the specific goal, or downloading certain knowledge being specific. Here you are reaching for the feeling, okay? So you're reaching, let's say you want to feel more joy in your life. You are reaching for that joy in your life, right? You are climbing up on that wave of life, and you are respecting the ending that follows, but you are appreciating the now. And as you are manifesting things in your life, as that wave rides along and you are surfing on top, then you are in the moment, you're feeling the flow. And if you go for the emotion here with this card, if you manifest the emotion of feeling more joy in your life. This will happen. You aren't being as specific here or here. You are being more general. You are being more in the water sense of the emotion. You are filling your cup with however Spirit wants you to fill that cup. So you may get joy out of watching a bug crawl on a leaf. You may get joy out of a dog's bark or a cat's meow. You may get joy watching a sunset. You may get joy of a crisp, cool breeze on your face. This is reaching for that feeling and then feeling that feeling with all of those different actions, right? Instead of saying, I want to hear a dog bark today because then that'll make me feel joy. You're saying, I want to feel joy today, Spirit. I want to feel joy today. Let me feel joy. And you are manifesting that feeling into your life, and it will come through you. It will flow through you because you have opened your heart, you have opened your soul to that emotion, and you are letting it flow through you. So here, you also have this ultimate respect of that moment, knowing that when you do feel that joy, you respect it because you know in your mind, in your soul, that now is now and the next moment is the next moment. Or behind you is behind you. You respect each and every part of that moment and the next, which is wonderful. It's the way to be. It's a very difficult way to be sometimes because we have distractions, we have pulls in our life that pull us out of that moment. But to be in that moment and maybe meditate, right? To be in that moment, to respect that moment, to be and have life flowing through you, and that emotion that you chose to flow through you is beautiful. It's a great way to personally grow. So we have very different perspectives going through each and every one of these on how to personally grow for you, which resonates with you, which one really calls out to you. And this is going to be the one that you will focus on. If there's more than one, great, no problem. But a lot of different perspectives, and that's why Spirit's so beautiful, because it talks to us in different ways. Thank you, my subscribers, for being here. It's my way of saying thank you. Thank you. I truly appreciate all of you. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time.